What's up, guys? My name is Jason. This is Son of a Bench Player, and today we are doing the 6 teams who did not draft Curry on Son of a Bench Player.
This is Son of a Bench Player.
Okay, so this is the 6 teams who did not draft Curry, and if you don't know who Curry is, that is okay. I mean, if you know basketball, you know Curry, but if you don't, he's my favorite player, best shooter of all time. If he has a great 5 more years, he could be in the top 10 of all time. But we are not talking about the top 10 today. We are talking about basically the 2009 NBA draft for the NBA. There's some things that you need to know. There's 6 All-Stars and there's 2 MVPs. Steph Curry, my favorite player, had 2. And then James Harden, who's on the Nets right now. So I'm just going to talk about the 6 teams who did not draft Curry. And let's just get started right now. The first team that did not draft Curry was, nobody would have known this, but at the time, because Blake Griffin, if you know him, he was everybody knew that he was going to be the first pick. He was a beast. He was just arguably what people thought he was going to be incredible, which he was because the Clippers were coming off horrible seasons. And they got him, luckily. And then so I don't really think that's he's had a pretty good career, so let's just do the other ones. Okay, so the second pick was the Memphis Grizzlies. So the Memphis Grizzlies were coming off horrible seasons too. They didn't have very many good players, but they saw Hasheem Thabeet. Wasn't the beat. He was out of Tanzania. He was the first player ever, and they thought he was gonna be kind of a Shaq. He wasn't the best dunk. He had a really good post game. He could rebound. He could block. All the stuff a big man would want. But we saw a couple of years later, he did not do that. I would say he was probably one of the worst people in the draft. Yeah. So he's a big bust. So our third one, it's going to be kind of whoever likes Harden, I'm with you. Harden's a pretty good player. One of the best offensive players of all time. But, at the time, they thought he was, pretty good. And I wasn't even born. Or almost born. But, I think people thought he was going to be, a role player, which he didn't. But let's just skip that one. So this is the Sacramento Kings. They are coming off horrible seasons, too. Most of these people are. I shouldn't keep on saying that. And they drafted Tyreke Evans, which I don't know, because the first year he was insane. I'm not even kidding. Look up Tyreke Evans his first year, Google it, and he was the third player ever to ever have 20 points, 5 assists, and 5 rebounds in a rookie season. But then the rest of the season, he was absolutely horrible. He wasn't horrible, but he was not as good as they thought he was going to be. Okay, so the 6th one and the 5th one is Ricky Rubio. It's fun to say that. Rubio. He was from Spain. Had really good passing skills. He was a good defender. He did everything really good except score. I mean, scoring is good, but he did everything tremendously too. And he maybe like starter best. Like this right here is Ricky Rubio, and this is Curry. It's like I can't even use my arms to describe. And Harden is there too, just because like Rubio, he was maybe a borderline starter. That's maybe it, and he did not live up to expectations. And then the other one was the Minnesota Timberwolves too. They had the 2 picks. This is the one right before Curry, which like nobody thought. Maybe nobody thought, but like he was this. I don't even really know if he ever played a season. It's Johnny Flynn. He's from Sacker. I don't know what it's called. And they thought he was really good. I don't even know. He did not live up to expectations, and which could have been like a really good team. It could have been like Ricky Rubio and Curry. Maybe Rubio would have done better with Curry, but that did not happen. And I just have to do one more, and which that was the last one, but then Curry went on the Golden State Warriors, but the Knicks were the 8th. So Curry was the 7th pick, but Curry wanted to be on the Knicks, the New York Knicks, which wanted him really bad. But the Golden State Warriors got him the pick before, and all the Knicks fans were like, boo! They were so mad. They were like, and they got, they got Jordan Hill, which didn't do very good. So that's my wrap, basically. The rest of the 2009 draft wasn't very exciting. Most of them were starters and role players. It was a really good point guard draft. It was a point guard draft. It wasn't, like, I won't say really good, but it was a point guard draft. And it was, like, the first time that 3 players were drafted in the lottery that had dads playing in the league or something like that. Or it had, every draft has records or something, but that's my wrap, basically. I said that a minute before, but this is my wrap, folks, today. Share, all that good stuff. Thank you for your service, and I will see you next time on Son of a Bench Player.